wanted to.
Whoa. And just came up a little bit short to do more damage. She stomach, and that would actually create.
Look, Alanis there. Yeah, really tight Fondora.
The drama surrounding confidence in combat sports is always the same story wearing different faces. It begins with noise, loud promises, gestures meant to intimidate, eyes that stare too long, words that try to win a fight before fists ever touch. And almost every time, the ring, the cage, or the canvas becomes the courtroom where all that noise is judged. Some fighters walk in believing their personality will protect them. Others believe their arrogance is armor. But when the bell rings, there is only skill, timing, heart, and truth. Gabriela Alanis walked into her fight like she already owned the ending. In the build-up, she made it clear she did not just want to win, she wanted to dominate, even making gestures that promised violence before it arrived. But Gabriela Fondora did not respond with noise. She responded with patience. From the opening bell, Alanis tried to march forward, swinging, pressing, trying to turn belief into pressure. For moments it worked. She landed. She crowded. She made it messy. But Fondora understood something deeper. Pressure without control is just movement. She began answering with sharp, nasty combinations. Punches that did not just score, but warned. Each exchange took something from Alanis. Confidence drained. Balance slipped. By the time the final flurry came, it did not feel like a fight ending. It felt like a story finishing exactly where it was always going. A new undisputed champion stood over a woman who learned that gestures do not stop fists. That lesson repeats itself everywhere. In another fight, Vodcik tried to make strength and spirit her introduction, pushing her opponent before the fight even started. But when gloves touched, that strength had to become skill, and skill is where truth lives. Once the fight went to the mat, panic replaced plan. She tried to muscle out of danger instead of solving it. That mistake ended everything. 1 second she was fighting. The next she was asleep. In fighting, panic is louder than any trash talk. Sofia Gakanova chose humiliation as her weapon before her fight. She mocked. She disrespected. She turned promotion into cruelty. Her opponent stayed calm, even offering respect that was rejected. When the fight started, the answer came quietly and sharply. Clean punches. Simple shots. No emotion, just execution. When it was over, the woman who had thrown insults walked out wearing them on her face. That is how combat repays arrogance. Not with drama, but with evidence. Paige Van Zandt entered bare-knuckle boxing like a queen walking into a throne room. Sweet smile. Soft image. But before the fight, the mask slipped, and aggression came out. In the ring, though, her opponent did not care about faces or fame. She attacked the body. She snapped the head back. She kept walking forward. Round after round, Van Zandt learned that popularity does not block punches. When the fight ended, it was not personality that decided it. It was pressure, accuracy, and will. Taylor Starling loved the spotlight. She loved noise. She loved turning stare-downs into chaos. She laughed. She shouted. She gestured. She wanted attention. But when the bell rang, Christine Faria turned all that noise into silence. One clean shot changed the tone. Straight punches followed. Uppercuts landed. The fighter who promised a show was now trying to survive one. By the end, surrender replaced swagger. In fighting, confidence is only beautiful when it is backed by control. In boxing, it is no different. Bridges defended her title against an opponent who talked loudly, insulted her, and promised dominance. But when the fight started, it was Bridges' jab that spoke first. Again and again, it snapped forward. Straight rights followed. Round by round, the loud voice grew quieter. By the 8th, the ending was inevitable. Talking does not win rounds. Timing does. Frankhon promised deep waters. She promised to drown her opponent. She promised a long night. But when the bell rang, it was Savannah Marshall who snapped her head back, who took control, who turned deep waters into puddles. Big words do not change small mistakes. In MMA, the pattern is the same. One fighter mocked another for being short, pretending she could not even see her. But when the fight began, that shorter fighter dropped her, then finished her with a choke. Height, words, and jokes all failed in the face of technique. At BKFC, Jenny Clausius played a gangster before the fight, throwing napkins, posing, acting like the moment belonged to her. When punches started flying, she could not stop getting walked down. Her head snapped back again and again until the clown act ended in the third round. Some fights go so far that they forget rules entirely. Illegal shots, dirty tactics, cheap wins. But even that kind of chaos finds justice eventually. The same fighter who used dirty tricks later got caught in a choke and forced to tap. Sometimes karma is slow, but it is patient. Michaela Lauren bullied, stared, and even crossed lines in the face-off, trying to dominate with behavior instead of skill. In the fight, she paid for it. Sharp combinations dropped her. The crowd watched as arrogance collected interest and late fees. Miranda came posing, taunting, acting like the cameras mattered more than the opponent. But once the fight began, Maria Eduardo walked her down, dropped her twice, and finished her with brutal precision. Modeling does not stop punches. Then there are the truly strange moments. The giant who tried to dominate a weigh-in with size and pushing, only to trip over herself in the fight and crash to the canvas like gravity itself had joined the other side. The crowd laughed, but the lesson was serious. Size without balance is just falling slower. Rebecca Brigman promised chaos. But chaos does not belong to whoever names it first. It belongs to whoever controls it. Her opponent dragged her to the ground, locked in a choke, and ended it while seconds were still left in the round. Talking about violence is easy. Applying it correctly is rare. Again and again, across boxing, MMA, bare knuckle, and Muay Thai, the same truth appears. Confidence is not a crime, but arrogance is a debt, and the ring always collects. Every fighter who came in loud left either quiet or broken. Every fighter who came in calm left proven. The audience learns the same lesson every time. Words are light. Fists are heavy. Personality does not stop timing. Fame does not block technique. And disrespect always finds its answer. This is why fans keep watching. Not for trash talk. Not for gestures. But for the moment when truth arrives. Clean and undeniable. Now it is your turn. Which moment of confidence getting checked hit you the hardest? Which fighter talked the loudest and paid the biggest price? Drop your thoughts below. Share this with every fight fan who loves real consequences. And if you want more dramatic fight stories where noise meets truth, make sure you like, subscribe, and stay locked in, because as long as fighters keep talking, the ring will keep answering.